Thank you to Sour Sweet Cube 20 for their generous donation on Patreon. Day 11, Thursday. Oh man, it's already time for school again. I didn't even realize I was here already. I guess I'm really out of it today. Hey Grant. Hey Spencer. Spencer, who's that? You? You're acting kind of strange, Grant. You know my name is Harvey. Harvey? Yeah, silly. Have you seen Dozer? I wanted to talk to him about something. Hey Dozer. Hey Grant and Harvey? Harvey, why are you here? That isn't Harvey? Why am I here? I wanted to talk to you. I want us to be together again. What? This seems a little sudden, doesn't it? Why would you want to get back together all of a sudden? I can't sit back and let you just hook up with some other guy. You're still mine. Harvey, you're not making much sense. We agreed to break up. I love you, but I don't think we're meant to be together. You know all of this already. I think we can be together. I have to make sure someone else doesn't get in the way. In an instant, Spencer Harvey pounced on top of you, knocking you to the ground. Hey, what are you doing? If Grant is out of the equation, I can have you all to myself again. He wrapped his paws around your throat, and you were powerless to push him off you. He slowly tightened his grip, making it harder and harder to breathe. We're getting moited, Aaron. Aaron, we're getting moited. Cool. Cool. Dozer, help. Get off of him! Dozer grabbed the dog by his shoulders and yanked him off of you, throwing him several feet away in the process. This time, Dozer pounced on your assailant and began to repeatedly punch him in the face. You can't be the real Harvey. He would never do this. You're some imposter. I'll never let you touch him again. Dozer's fist kept going as he roared in anger, and you rushed over to him to try to pull him away. You grabbed his shoulders and he twisted his head around. His eyes were wide, filled with anger so intense that it blinded you. Your eyes shot open and you found yourself in your room. Just a dream. That was intense. I could hardly imagine Dozer being that angry, but it was scary. The way he looked disturbed me more than Spencer's imposter trying to kill me. I'm not going to back to sleep after that, so I might as well get up and get ready for class. Phew, I made it to class without anything weird happening. I suppose I actually am awake this time. Gah! Whoa, didn't mean to startle you. Are you alright? You were out of practice sick yesterday, so are you up to being back? Oh, sorry, I had some weird dreams last night. I guess I'm a little jumpy. Feeling a lot better than I was yesterday, though. Oh, I see. There must have been something to have such an effect on you. I'm glad you're feeling better, too. Yeah. Definitely can't tell him about that dream. Anyway, how you doing today? Great, actually. I, unlike you, slept soundly and woke up feeling amazing. Lucky you. What was that dream about? Just something bad happening to people close to me. Those kinds of dreams always suck. But it was just a dream. If only he knew it was about him getting his face pounded in by Dozer, he might react differently. He spoke with Spencer a few more minutes before Coach Grifter entered the room and began his usual lecture. There was nothing special about his class, and it dragged along while you waited to head off to the next one. Once it ended, you left Spencer to go to the math room. Hey guys. Hey Dozer. How's it going? Not too bad. I'm a little tired after some weird dreams last night, but that's not affected my day any. Grant said he had some odd dreams last night. Maybe you two were in each other's dreams. Well, Spencer looked at your faces and chuckled. Oh yeah, we get our math test back today. How do you guys think you did? Oh, I think I did fine with it. It didn't seem that hard. I'm sure I did alright too, since Grant helped me out so much. You're asking him for help? Oh man. Hey, I'm doing pretty good in the class and I understand what we're doing. I'm just teasing. You don't have to be so defensive about it. You're not too far behind me when it comes to our scores in here. I suppose you're a good choice when it comes to helping someone. he did suggest asking you for help if we ever had a hard time. Is that right? Well, if either of you need some help, you can always ask me. This stuff is easy to me. I've got things under control. I guess we'll find out once once we get our scores back today, huh? We will! I'm sure we both did fine. He's just giving you a hard time. Yeah, I know. How you feeling today? You look a lot better than you did yesterday. Much better. I think the soup you gave me really helped out a lot. I'm feeling almost completely normal. Good to hear. So, you dreamed last night. What was it about? We'll talk about it after class. It's about time to start. Because you've got to tell me about yours, too. He took a seat next to Dozer, and it was only a few minutes before class was underway. The first thing teacher did was start passing out the test papers from earlier in the week. When Dozer received his paper, he grinned broadly, or brinned groddly, and leaned over close to you. Look at this! I got a B on the test! It's an improvement over how I've been doing. It's all thanks to your help, Grant. And you've been working hard on it, too, so a large part of it is because of you. Well, thanks for all your help, anyway. I owe you one. Treat me to some good food in Brindle, and we'll call it even. Deal. We can go back to the place right beside the gardens, if that sounds good with you. Sounds perfect. I can't wait. Dozer's smile was stuck on his face as he looked over his test. The remainder of class was spent going over the problems on the test, so everyone could understand why they got an incorrect answer. That's a good strategy. You were lost in your own world for most of the class, as you had only missed a few problems, and you knew what they were before the teacher went over them. Time ticked away, but as soon as class was done, you were up and ready to go. Hey, before we head off to talk, do you remember to ask Spencer about stargazing? Oh, I didn't. Kind of forgot about it, considering what we talked about yesterday. You should still ask him. Now's your chance before he leaves the room. Alright, I'll go ask him real quick. Good luck. Hey, Spence. What's up? I was wondering, it's been a while since we've hung out and done anything together. I was thinking about how we used to go out at night and do some stargazing, and I was wondering if you'd like to do that again sometime this week. Man, it's been a while since we've done something like that, huh? It would be a lot of fun, but my nights are all tied up this week. I don't know when we had to have a chance to do that. I'll get back to you about it, okay? Maybe some other time. Alrighty then. Just whenever you think you might have a night free. Sure thing. I've got to run now, so I'll see you later. I have somewhere I need to hurry off to. See ya. Well, he's busy all week and doesn't know when he'd have a chance to do that. Oh, that sucks. I guess that means I have to go with you then. Yeah? I told you I would if he didn't. To be honest, I was hoping I'd get to go with you. Works out then, huh? Yep. So, when do you want to do this? How about this weekend after our date? We can go do our thing in Brindle, stop off at the park when it's dark, and then head back to my place for the night. I have plenty of blankets, and you can crash on my couch. If it's that late, I'd feel better that you stayed with me instead of walking home. Alright, sure. Sounds like a great idea. Cool. Then I just need to plan what else we do during the day. How about we head over to the cafeteria now, get some lunch, and chat some more? We can tell each other about our strange dreams. I am getting hungry, so let's go. You and Dozer picked up some food once you arrived in the cafeteria and grabbed a seat near one of the windows. Alright, you get to go first. Tell me about the dream you had last night. Why do I have to go first? Only because I said so. Okay. Well, I was at school and Spencer popped up in front of me. I actually thought I was at school already. But then he said he was Harvey. Really? Spencer is Harvey? About the only thing they have in common is that they're both Huskies. You popped up too, and then the Spencer-Harvey hybrid was telling you that he wanted to be with you again, but I was in the way. So he attacked me. After that, you yanked him off me, and just beat him, yelling about him being an imposter and how Harvey would never do that. When you finally looked at me, it was enough to startle me awake. I don't think my mind could comprehend you being so angry. I remember you saying I'd never want to see you angry, and that dream just reinforced the idea. Harvey would never do something like that either. Our minds are strange places, huh? Aren't they? I'd say. I wasn't able to go back to sleep after that. Did you actually see what I did? I didn't. Your back was to me, and he was on the ground underneath you. I just saw your fists going down over and over. I see. And that's probably for the best. Probably. I bet these fists could do a number on someone. He grinned and balled both of his fists over his head. But seriously, it would take a lot to push me to the point to wanting to physically harm someone like that, so keep in mind that it was all a dream. I'd never do that, neither would Harvey. Yeah, I don't feel like either of you would do anything like that either. That was all of my dream, though, so now you have to tell me about yours. You know, it's kind of weird that my dream was similar to yours. It was? Kinda, though in mine, my dad was there. I know for certain he'd make a big deal out of me being gay. He was a pretty terrible person already, but I know he'd be enraged to find out. I dreamt that he found you and was making threats against you, so I confronted him about it. I'm bigger than he is now, I'm sure, but he was still pretty belligerent and getting physical in the dream. He was talking to me like he would when I was younger, jabbing his finger into my chest. He was talking down to me, and he continued to threaten you, even going so far as to push you around when you appeared out of nowhere. I must have had a lot of rage pent up, because that was the last straw for me. I went off on him, beating his face to a bloody mess. What woke me up was seeing you, though. The fear on your face shook me awake. I never want you to see me angry like that. Man, that sounds pretty crazy, too. I can't believe our dreams are so alike. Right? It's pretty cool, though. I mean, the dreams weren't, but the fact that we had similar dreams is. I guess you were disappointed that you didn't dream of molesting me more. He chuckled, and then when you turned your eyes away from him, I was sick, remember? I can't be held accountable for that. Whatever you say. Dreams tend to reflect some kind of feelings or thoughts we have, though. You'll have to tell me anytime you dream about me. And you have to do the same. Of course. You both finished eating, but sat around to talk a bit longer. What do you have planned for the rest of your day? I'll be spending a few hours volunteering at the physical therapy clinic near here. I've got about an hour before I head that way, so if you're free, we can just chill and talk. Sure, I have nothing I need to do, so I'm down for that. Then how about we go to the park? It's a little closer for me, even, and the weather's good. We can relax and talk there. Not against that either. Let's get going. There are a lot of people roaming around here today. It's the middle of the week, and the weather's perfect. There's no better place to be right now. True. Oh, look over there. Dozer was pointing at a little cart parked off the sidewalk with a few people in line. It's a fruit cart. I could go for some dessert since we just had lunch. That sounds tasty. I've never gotten anything from one of those carts before. I have a few times. It's freshly cut fruit, and they give you some kind of seasoning for the fruit, too. It's really good. Alright, then, we'll get some. You follow Dozer over to the cart filled with cups of different fruits. After a small wait and some difficult choices, you and Dozer ended up with a few different cups of fruit. With your snacks in hand, you found a shady spot to sit and relax. This pineapple tastes great. I can't believe you passed up on getting the seasoning on yours. I don't know how it tastes, and I'd hate to waste it. Waste it? I would have eaten it if you didn't like it. Here. He didn't give you the opportunity to protest as he shoved a fork with a chunk of pineapple into your mouth. Doesn't it just add to the flavor? It's a salty lime flavor with the sweet, juicy pineapple. It's a fantastic pairing. Approve or disapprove? He likes it, so approve. Goddamn. You're right. It does taste really good together. See, I told you it was good. I could eat a whole pineapple with this on it. In one sitting, right? Of course, I could down 2, I bet. I might have to eat a pineapple before heading home from the clinic. Figure out what the seasoning is, too, and you can have it whenever you want. Good idea. I'd love to have this at any time. Once the cups were empty, Dozer went to throw them away and ask you about the seasoning before returning to ask you about the seasoning before returning into a spot back to you beside you. How long will you stay at the clinic today? Just a few hours. The employees show me the basics and then give me some time to help them with their patients. I've heard some pretty crazy stories about how these people get injured, and I've seen some pretty nasty looking wounds too. Have you gotten to help any crazy ones? Well, these people are there for rehabilitation for wounds they suffer from sports injuries or the like, so most of them are pretty sane. Like, this one guy was there from a snowboarding accident he had in Brindle. He was trying to jump a ramp and land on a rail or something. Everything that could go wrong did, it seems. He said he got too much air, landed in a tree, and he somehow shattered his elbow. He showed me the pictures, and it was pretty gnarly. Ugh, it makes me cringe just to think about it. I've seen people who suffered injuries from just minor fractures up to broken limbs that have pierced through the flesh. Any tennis ones? Just one so far. Remember our opponent that stepped on the ball and hurt himself? Yeah? I know the guy did something similar, but his ankle was destroyed. Just imagine your whole foot being sideways. He said he had jumped to make a smash, but when he came down he landed on the ball, rolled his ankle over, and the weight and the momentum of his body just broke and tore bones and ligaments in his ankle. That's why you have to be really careful on the courts. There's a chance he'll never get to play again because of that. Man, that really must suck. I love playing, so I'd hate to get injured like that. So you gotta pay attention. I don't want to see you get injured either. What's the worst thing you've seen so far? Nothing at this clinic has been too bad. The crazy stuff is when I volunteered at my mom's hospital. I saw some absurd shit there. That's one reason I could never do that job. Oh, I see. I saw people come through with mangled or severed limbs, gunshot wounds, knife wounds, drug overdoses, you name it. I think the thing that really made me decide I couldn't do that all the time was when this kid was rushed in after being hit by a car. He was so young, and there wasn't anything they could do to save him. I bawled like a baby when my mom told me that he didn't make it. I didn't even know the kid, but man. Dozer took a deep breath and sighed, rubbing his fingers over his eyes quickly. You took the chance to scoot over a little closer to him and awkwardly pat his back, seeing that the memory clearly bothered him. He glanced over at you and wrapped an arm around your shoulder, pulling you against himself. Anyway, enough about that stuff. Here's a funnier one. This guy came in because of his knee. Turns out he was distracted while ogling the cheerleaders during football practice and took a bad hit. Did some damage to his knee, but not enough where it'll ruin him. He was a good sport about it and declared he'd never look at another cheerleader again. He was fun to work with. That's cool. It's good to know that you can have some fun, too. Most everyone is really friendly since, we're helping them get back to doing what they love to do. There are those that seem hopeless, but as they show progress, their attitudes start to change. It's really rewarding. Sounds like you really do enjoy what you're doing. I do. I can't wait until I graduate and can focus on doing this full time. I'm really considering staying in this area and sticking to this clinic, after what Maria mentioned the other night. Really? It's a great location, and the staff here is amazing. Considering the surrounding areas too, I don't think there would be any lack of work. That'd be really cool if you stayed around here. I like the area we live in, and so I'll try really hard to get a job nearby too. It's perfect if we start getting serious. What? I'm just thinking about the future, We're going on a date this weekend, so who knows? Maybe we'll go on more. Then again, you could really get on my nerves. Hey! He let out a hearty laugh and patted your shoulder. I'm kidding. If you haven't gotten on my nerves yet already, I doubt that'll happen. To be honest, I'd be more concerned about boring you. As you can see, there's not much to me. We're in the same boat then. I'm pretty boring too, so I think we'll get along just great there. I don't suppose there's anything wrong with that then. Dozer fell onto his back and stretched out his arms and legs as far as he could. Oh man, I'm about to have to head towards the clinic. For once, I'd rather skip on it and just chill with you, but they are expecting me to be there. You definitely need to make sure you go then. We'll have all Saturday to hang out. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun, I hope. He sat up again and pushed himself off the ground, extending his hand to you to help you up as well. This was a good way to relax. Thanks for doing this. It was nice. I certainly like just laying out here and chatting. We'll get the chance to do it again. I'm gonna head off to the clinic now, so I'll see you tomorrow. Alright then, I'll see you later, Dozer. I'd like to chat a little more with Dozer, but it looks like I'll just have to wait until later. Until then, what can I do? I have a lot of time left in my day. Oh god. Well, you know what happens at the campus? We meet that giant buff mouse dude. the professor. We know what happens if we go to the track. We know what happens if we go to the gym. I think we know what happens if we go to Critical Strike, too. But that seems to be the one everyone's picking. So, Critical Strike. I've heard of the place nearby of an arcade of sorts. Maybe I'll go there to see what's up. Oh, we have seen it before. Holy fuck. Since we've already seen that scene, I just skipped it. So, it's just us hanging out at Critical Strike. Chester being generous with the tokens and whatever. It was a pretty uneventful day, but I did enjoy getting to spend some extra time with Dozer. Can't wait until this weekend either. We've got a lot to do, it sounds like, so I have plenty to look forward to. Day 12, a Friday. No weird dreams this time. I hope that's out of my system. We'll find out if it's out of his system on the next episode. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the trained unprofessional, speaking for myself and the voices in my head and the squeak. When I say until next time, fare thee well.
And the spoof.
Well, I don't really speak for Spoof. Spoof speaks for himself.
Spoof is his own man.
Bye, everyone.